Hey everybody, you'll have to forgive the hair being a bit weird. I just woke up not that long ago. I haven't showered yet. But number 53 in the Criterion collection, because if I do this review now, I can watch number 54 later today, is Sanjuro, also by Akira Kurosawa from Japan from 1962. In many ways, it is a sequel to Yojimbo, which we just watched before. Again, it is our same nameless wandering Ronin as the main character. As I discussed last time, this movie was an adaptation of a short story that did not contain this character at all, but due to the success of Yojimbo, the script was rewritten to include him, and he is the main character of this story again. So, this is one of the smaller samurai films I've ever seen. It is much shorter, and the plot isn't as big, and there aren't as many fight scenes. The basic plot of it is our nameless wanderer stumbles across a small town where government corruption is running rampant. And there's a group of 9 idiotic but well intentioned citizens who want to figure out this corruption and put an end to it. So they go to, and here's the issue, I don't know enough about Japanese political positions of the day. There's a superintendent of the town, and then there's like, the other title is like overseer. The overseer is an unattractive but cunning man who, when they approach him about corruption, he basically tries to tell them, you don't know who you can trust. You shouldn't talk to people about this. What if it was me? What if I'm the source of this corruption that you came to and just started talking about it? That would be bad, wouldn't it? And the idiotic, well intentioned people took that as a threat and went to the superintendent to tell them that they think the overseer is the source of all the corruption in town, except the charismatic and charming superintendent is the source of all the corruption in town, and so is trying to have these 9 people killed before they can make light of anything that they've discovered. And that's when our hero wanders in, and he does his best to protect the 9 people and expose corruption. Along the way, there's an old woman who keeps begging him not to kill people, so he keeps trying not to have to kill people, which is why there's not as much fighting in this. This movie is notable for one thing. So, I know there's a thought that these samurai films are just like fountains of blood, right? They slice the sword and just. The majority of samurai films I've seen are not that. I've seen all of the Zatoichis, and most of them have almost no blood at all, or just like a thin red line. These Kurosawa ones I've been watching, it's, slice, fall. I mentioned in Yojimbo you saw blood pooling under one body at the end. That's honestly about it, even with the severed limbs in Yojimbo. That's mostly the case here, too. It's slice down, no blood, except for the final sword fight of the movie, which is, it's not handled very cinematically in that it is what you would think of a samurai duel, 2 people facing off, a single flash of swords, a single movement from each side, and one of them dies. Just whoosh, fight's over. It looks very cool, but it is also very quick for it, and there is a giant fountain of blood coming out of the loser of that duel. Kurosawa did it kind of as an experiment, and was relatively happy with how it looked, but then apparently this is the source of that. So this began the trend of fountains of blood in Japanese cinema, and he's not super thrilled about that, and looking back, he's not thrilled about using it in this scene because he feels like it undercuts the character by glorifying the violence. It's also considered in Japanese culture to be extremely graphic. It's literally just like a hose of blood spraying out of the guy's chest. Like, I don't know that I consider that graphic. It's interesting to see different cultures react to different things. So anyway, very good movie. I've enjoyed all of Kurosawa's stuff. I've enjoyed all of the samurai films that we've seen as part of this. Also, with this movie, Kurosawa is now the most watched director in this project. We have seen 4 of his movies, which is the most of any director. So that's cool. Next time, we're returning to the English language for, wow, 5 movies. Not all the US. We're going to bounce between the US and the UK a little bit. But more specifically, next time we are watching For All Mankind, not the Apple TV series, although that series is excellent. But For All Mankind, the 1989 movie from the US by director Al Reinert. So I will see you guys there. As always, thank you.